So this is sort of like the hairiest part of this piece for sure. Let me play again for you B to C, okay? So you can kind of hear that whole phrase. So then you'll notice at C, we go to another key. It actually goes to a major sound versus a minor sound before. So some of you, we're going to the key of concert F. So if you're a flute or a bass clef person, you have one flat, trumpets, clarinets, tenor, sax, euphonium, you're going to have one sharp, F sharp. Make sure we remember that F sharp. And then horns are in the key of C. And alto sax and bari sax are going to be in the key of D with two sharps. And this is the part you probably recognize from this song. Here's B to D. So what's hard about, C to D? Sorry, as I sort of compute a little bit. Articulation-wise, there's some slurs, and then it goes to legato tongues. And then the last part is sort of a aggressive attack going into D. So let's see what this sounds like. And it says a little faster. We don't really care about that now. We're just working on trying to play it accurately. So here's C. Notice at the end of that, it kind of turned into a fanfare a little bit. So that part rhythmically is a little bit simpler, but there's some accidentals and all that. So 2 before D, make sure you have the right fingering. And if you're not sure of the fingering of one of those notes, email me and ask, or check your fingering chart. Okay. Also, while we're here, I wanted to just remind you at any point, if you want to do a lesson, just you and a couple friends and me, or you and me together, whatever, on Zoom, let's just check in and do that. I'm happy to do that anytime that we can make it work for you, okay? So then D to the end is the last part. This rhythm at D is really tricky. So if you look at the first rhythm, it's really like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but there's a little triplet in there. They put the triplet on the and of 1. So 1, triplet, 2, and 3, and 4, right? 1, triplet, 2, and 3, and 4. So the second note's on the and you can see the 3 of them beam together. Then the next one, rest, triplet, 2, and 3. Okay? So if you did those two measures, it would sound like this. And notice this starts like on F sharp for trumpet, on E natural for flute. Most of you start on a sharp note here, E natural for trombone and tuba. Okay, so make sure we're on the right key signature for this one. This is a middle finger for a lot of you. Here's the 2 bars of D. I messed that up. Let me do it again. Okay, so this is getting up there a little bit for the brass at the end of this, but you want to make sure you're saying nice and closed. Say T as you play and keep your throat relaxed so you get a good open sound. Next 2 measures aren't too bad. Rest on 1, 2E and a 3. Let me play the next, where are we, 29? Let's start in 29. Rest on 1. And then the rest of this kind of builds to the end. 3 and 4, a 1, 3 and 4, whoops, 2 and 3, a 4, a 1. Now 3 from the end, so measure 29, 30, 31, 32, that half note. That's going to go all the way till beat 3. 1, 2, 3. Then there's that triplet. It's on the and of 3 again. Triplet, 4, and. All right, so that measure is going to be tricky. Again. Okay, and then the last 2 measures are like kind of a fancy run here. And here's how I would play those. Okay, so notice that sort of moved on. Also notice I stopped on beat 4. I went 1 and a 2E and a 3. I put a break. Triple at 1 is on the and of 4. Okay, so here's those last 3 measures again, starting on the half note. Okay. So what I'd like to do is get my metronome out real quick and do a recording of the whole piece for you so you can practice with it, okay? Give me 1 second. There it is. Okay. I'm going to do this at about 84, I think. No, let's go 80. So it's under tempo for what it says, but it's really more about learning it right now. And rule of thumb for us as teachers, anything 100 and lower, we usually put the eighth note subdivision on. You can hear that. If it's over 100, usually we leave it off. But all right, so let me do my best to play all this for you, and I hope this lesson has helped. And when you're done, if you've got other questions, please feel free to check in with me about this. I want to make sure you guys work on this section by section as we go through these next couple of weeks while we're out of school. Okay? So wish me luck. Here's all of Toreador beginning to the end, all at 80. Did want to point out one other measure that we didn't talk about that is a trick and a trap. If you count from B, 1, 2, 3, the fourth measure of B should be measure 12. That 3-beat dotted half note is going to feel like forever. 1 and a 2, 3, 4, rest. Almost every student is going to go past that way too fast. So make sure you count all 3 beats on that. Okay? Hopefully this has helped. Again, please feel free to reach out to me so I can help the best way I can. You guys keep doing what you're doing, keeping up with all your schoolwork, and drop me a line. See you later. Bye.